Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep squad is in the building, baby. We're going to the top, baby. We're going to bring others with us. So let's get it crack-a-lacking with Porsha Williams. She recently did an interview with Ebony, and she has something to say about her former cast members, and it was Kenya Moore she had to talk about. That her and Kenya Moore are behind the scenes talking to each other, sharing tips and secrets, and they both forgiven each other, and they put the past behind them, and they're moving forward, and she cannot wait to film with Kenya Moore. And basically she wants to, have a play date with Kenya Moore, like to introduce each other back to each other again on TV, is to have a play date. And we know Porsha Williams is having a sip and see, and Phaedra is going to be invited, allegedly. So the first episode starts off with Porsha Williams sip and see, and she's telling Ebony that she wants to have a play date with Kenya Moore to meet so the babies can meet and play together. So we're gonna see what's happening, what's popping. We're gonna get Phaedra and Kenya Moore and Porsha in the same building at the same time for a sip and see. So we're going to see what happens with that situation. And she said everything between her and Kenya Moore is over. Like all the badness, all the negativity is done with. They both want to move forward because they're moms and they enjoy their life and they're happy with their life. And they have a new lease on life, especially being a mother, because this is something fresh and brand new to both of these women. So I was like, yay. And she also, Porsha Williams, lets us know that her and Phaedra have been talking, but not really talking so much. They kind of distance. They're not really close, but they still say hi to each other and things like that. And, Phaedra leaves her text messages or post on her IG, but they're not as close as they used to be. But I believe they still close, baby. I believe they made up. But she says she's ready to see Phaedra, and she's ready to let bygones be bygones, and they don't have a beef with each other. They're friends, but they're distant friends. That's what she said. But we know, allegedly, Phaedra Parks is supposed to be at Porsha Williams sip and see, so we're going to see how that goes down. It seems like Nene is going to have a lot of women that are not her friends for season 12, but we'll see how Nene handles it. We're going to see, because it seems like, there's a lot of clicking and clacking, and Nene ain't in the clicking and clacking. So we'll see how that situation pays out. And then we also get Porsha. She talks about, Eva. Eva's okay. She's a peach holder, but she's okay. She's not really that great, but at least she owned up to a lot of the shade that she says. And, she doesn't stand in her own, and she doesn't stand behind the things that she's saying. She tries to, throw rocks and then hide her hand. But, for the reunion, she did good, and she kind of like stood in her mess. So, she's okay. But that's what Porsha said. But Porsha, when it came down to Tanya, Porsha was like, Tanya is the girl. She is the it thing. She's the it factor. She has it going on. She's intelligent. She's a businesswoman. And then on top of that, she went against the grain. She went against Nene Leakes. And on top of that, usually when people are fresh meat to Real Housewives of Atlanta, they're scared, to speak their mind or go against somebody that's a heavy hitter, a heavy peach holder, someone that got a real big backbone like Nene Leakes. But Tanya stood up to her and confronted her, and she wasn't scared and she wasn't afraid. And so therefore Tanya deserves a peach, and she should be on the show forever ever. I was like, shit. So we see where Porsha is, she's aligning with Tanya. Tanya got some friends. She got some friends on the show, and people are supporting Tanya to actually get a peach, baby. I was like, Then Porsha mentions Shamia, that Shamia, she could be a peach holder, but the problem is her husband don't want to be filmed. And then Porsha also talks about, Marlo Hampton, and saying that Marlo Hampton deserves a peach, but I don't know why she hasn't had a peach. Before, I didn't care if she had a peach because we wasn't friends and we were shady towards each other. But looking at Marlo now, the way she dressed, the way she talks, and how long that she's been a great friend to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, that she deserves a peach and she should have a peach. And I don't know why she doesn't have a peach. And she says she believes it has something to do with Bravo, has to do something with the producers or the executives, but Marlo deserves a peach. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet of you, Porsha, to say that. Because Marlo's been hanging on for a long time. And she also says that her and Shamia, Porsha and Shamia, are besties, and they're going to stay besties. But she really likes Marlo, and they really have built a friendship. So, the tables have turned, baby. Peace. I'm out. One love to all my peeps and my peoples.